I'm gonna start out with a tune. I'm gonna start out with a tune that I did on my last record. It's the one that kind of got me started on the cowboy tunes kick. Imagine yourself like 50 or 60 years ago in a bunkhouse in Wyoming or somewhere like that, and a bunch of old cowpokes who'd grown up before the era of radio. So their idea was how to kill an evening was to maybe pop a cork and tell stories and sing songs, and this is one of them. Blue Mountain, your azure deep. Blue Mountain, your sides are steep. Blue Mountain with a horse head on your side. You've stolen my love to keep. You've stolen my love to keep. Well, I was born in a manger in Texas. The pintos and paints all come round. My days there were troubled and reckless. All the bad news I looked for I found. Someone welcomed North End down in Texas for reasons you won't want to know. So I roped and I broke and I rambled to where the sage and the pinyon grow. Blue Mountain, your azure deep. Blue Mountain, your sides are steep. Blue Mountain with a horse head on your side. You've stolen my love to keep. You've stolen my love to keep. And now I rope with a lot of Go Gordon. I drank at the Blue Goose Saloon, and I dance all night with the Mormon girls, ride home my way lit by the moon. Oh, here is the snake in the rainbow, and here is the balsam and bough, and here are the ladders of light up to heaven. For Blue Mountain is all I need now. Blue Mountain, your azure deep. Blue Mountain, your sides are steep. Blue Mountain with a horse head on your side. You've stolen my love to keep. You've stolen my love to keep. So what kind of cut purse is the evening to scatter her diamonds behind? We're out giving the first and the last love, and Blue Mountain will be most of mine. Blue Mountain, your azure deep. Blue Mountain, your sides are steep. Blue Mountain with a horse head on your side. You've stolen my love to keep. You've stolen my love to keep. You've stolen my love to keep. Well, thanks. She's mighty light. She come running whip all night. Run, 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 run. the ground. She's my yo-yo, I'm a string, singing, listening to the birds on the hot wire, sing, sing, yeah, 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 yeah. Sing, thank you. For a real good time. I got jumped coming home last night. Shadow in the alley, put up all my lights. Round and round, round and round, round and round and round, yeah. Don't take much to get me on the ground. Lucy, she got sore, singing, I know you don't want my love no more. Sing, yeah, 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 yeah. Singing, thank you. For a real good time. Bebop, baby, how can this be? Now I know you've been out cheating on me. Round and round, round and round, round and round and round, yeah. Don't take much to get me on the ground. Cross my heart and I hope to die. I was just hanging out with the other guys, singing, yeah, 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 yeah. Singing, thank you. For a real good time. So I come home with two black eyes. You know I love you to the day I die. Run round, round and round, round and round, yeah. Don't take much to get the word around. I like your style, but you ain't my type. Singing, don't shake the tree when the fruit ain't ripe. Singing, yeah, 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 yeah. Singing, yeah, 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 yeah. Singing, yeah, 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 yeah. thanks. I'm going to bring out my old pal, Steve Kimmott. First time I saw my newborn girl, she was pulling on her mama's hair. The sun coming through the window, I'd known her anywhere. Dig a hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow, I'll lay my lily down, lay my lily down. Wake up, my sleeping child. Come and learn to laugh at hell. 'Cause the barrel fire in your daddy's blood runs in your veins as well. Dig a hole in the meadow. Dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. I'll lay my lily down, lay my lily down. My newborn girl, she was standing at the windswept sea with her two pearl-handled pistols, a banjo on her knee. Dig a hole in the meadow. Dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Oh, lay my lily down. Dig a hole in the meadow. Dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Oh, lay my lily down.
First of all, let me just say to Bob, welcome back, Bob Weir. It's been a long time since you've been on eTown. I think it's like 25 years or something. So
something like that.
Yeah, too long. Glad to have you back. Let me also say you are an underrated guitar player. You know, you've been in a band with these flashy guitar players, and you know, you're solid and good in that way that very few people are. We got to hear a couple songs from your new record, which is called Blue Mountain, kind of a collection of cowboy songs. Is that music that you paid attention to when you were a little kid, like cowboy movies and cowboy songs?
Well, you know, it's a story that I've told before, but when I was 15, I thought it would be a terribly romantic thing to do to run away and be a cowboy, so I did. And so I found myself in a bunkhouse in a ranch. On a ranch in west central Wyoming, with a bunch of old boys who they'd grown up without radio before radio had gotten that far. So singing songs and telling stories was what you did at night.
I have to ask you about the details of that a little bit. So I'm just trying to think about 15-year-old kids who might be listening to this radio show and thinking, yeah, that sounds romantic. I think I'd like to be a cowboy. How did you actually manifest that? Did you just tell your parents that, by the way, I'm taking off and I'm going to go and just hitchhike to Wyoming? Or how did you find yourself on a ranch in Wyoming?
I had enough money so I could ride a bus most of the way, but some of it was hitchhiking.
Okay, and then you got there, and then you're just hanging out for like a week, a month, a couple months, or how?
Summer.
Yeah. Wow. And so you did you know how to ride a horse?
I didn't spend much time on horseback. Now, I knew how to ride at that point, yeah. But most of the time I spent sitting on a tractor or shoveling stalls.
Yeah. Baling hay and, yeah. Well, that's cool, but you got exposed to the cowboy culture, and as you say, this was sort of no radio. You're out there just singing songs and telling stories.
Yeah.
Well, I have a feeling an image popped into your head right around then. But you were already probably kind of a folkie by that point, right?
Yeah, I was a budding folkie.
Yeah.
But I was aware that this is true American folk music, the kind that you don't hear on the radio because it's not, it wasn't cool. Cowboy tunes weren't cool at that point. But right. That first one, Blue Mountain, I think that was written back in the 20s by some guy. I rewrote it with Josh Ritter a little bit. Maybe a minor chord here where it might not have been, but it might have been. You couldn't really tell, and had a little bit of liberty with the lyric as well.
Yeah, I think wasn't it Hal Cannon who kind of helped resurrect that song from an oral tradition into a thing. It was cool. That's a beautiful song. I know that the folky thing affected all of us. That just finding a guitar or a banjo and listening to records, and whether it was a Vanguard record or however we found our way into that path,
right,
where everybody can and could play music. That was just such a beautiful concept. And I think that wasn't it the banjo that sort of led you to your eventual bandmate and
yeah,
partner,
I was wandering
Jerry.
the back streets of Palo Alto with a couple of friends. It was New Year's Eve of 1963, going on 64, I think, and I heard banjo music. We heard banjo music coming out of the back of the music shop, and we knew where we were and we knew who that was. We knew it was Jerry. And so we were young and strong and feeling bold, and we knocked on the door. I was 16 by then, and Jerry came to the door, and I guess I kind of invited us in, and he was waiting for his students to arrive, and I didn't have a watch at the time, but I know it was like 7:30 or something. I apprised him of it's like 7:30 on New Year's Eve, and I don't think they're coming. And he allowed his, you got a point there. Well, you guys play instruments? He didn't want to leave. He was he wanted to make sure that in case somebody came, he was there. So you guys play instruments? Yeah, we play instruments. Oh, well, okay, I got the keys to the front of the store. Let's go get and grab some and kick some tunes around, which we did for, a few hours, and had a great time and yucked it up a bunch and decided we'd had too much fun to just walk away from. So we decided we were going to make a little jug band. Jug bands were big back then.
Right. Jug bands were cool because they were like bluegrass bands with less rules.
Well, the jug band music is interesting. It was the jug band musicians were the minstrel musicians. They were the same guys playing the same stuff on the riverboats. They were minstrel musicians. On the street corner, they were jug band musicians. Yeah. Same stuff. Yeah. Interestingly, that all happened along the river system, the Ohio and the Mississippi mostly, and in the years that followed, the 20s, when the 20s and early 30s, when the jug band music was, it really become sort of a thing. Then jazz took over, big bands and stuff like that, and the riverboats started having bands with horns in them and stuff like, so it was more like Dixieland, or what we call Dixieland. That's I guess New Orleans traditional.
Trad jazz, yeah.
But that music kept cooking along. But over the years, the electric bass got added, the hi-hat drum kit and the hi-hat cymbal and stuff like that. In all those same cities where there were hotbeds for jug band music, became hotbeds for funk music. It's the same stuff, the same scales, the same rhythms, the same subject matter. It's all the same stuff. It's just they call it funk now.
So you're telling me that the Warlocks in its early incarnation was really a funk band?
Pretty much.
Okay. But you had a jug band first, and I remember reading something that Jerry said, because Jerry did, Jerry Garcia, by the way, who would be 75 years old today.
Yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
We'll do a few of his tunes tonight. Old Jerry.
He took the time to really dive into bluegrass and bluegrass banjo playing in a very disciplined way. I mean, he really got into it.
Yeah.
And eventually found it constraining.
Yeah.
But he liked the fact that he felt like it was part of the DNA of what became the Grateful Dead, because he called it conversational music. Does that resonate for you? Does that sound...
Yeah, it's back and forth. There were a lot of trading fours and support lines and all that kind of stuff. That exists in other schools of music, but he found it. He really, he located those strains in bluegrass music and was able to embody that, and it became apparent that he was playing. It became apparent to a 16-year-old kid that he was playing a line that needed support. He didn't even say it. He just the way he played it. It needed support. That line, it needed support. So I'd play the support line, and that's how our music developed in a conversational manner.
Yeah. No, it's cool, and I like the fact that. There he is, he's developing the style, and you have this conversational opportunity to play music. He doesn't feel like the bluegrass scene is free enough because it's got too many rules. And then from there, it's just a pretty short leap to the acid tests, where there's really no rules at all, no expectations, and anything can happen.
Well, people could walk in there with expectations.
That wouldn't last long, yeah. I mean, and again, I don't want to, this isn't just like, this is your life, Bob Weir. We're not going to say, and here's your first grade teacher. The idea, though, is that there's some of these images from the early days of the Grateful Dead that I still puzzle over. One of which, as a guy who's been in bands for many years, the fact that you all lived in the same house for 2 or 3 years, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't even conceive of that, how you would...
The rhythm section tucked tail and ran. Phil and Billy moved up the hill after about a year and a half or two, but we stuck it out at 7:10 for the longest time.
Did you figure out whose food was whose in the refrigerator, or who got to play? Who chose what records to play?
It was. We felt it. We sniffed it out.
Yeah.
It was totally democratic.
And then, and what kind of
usually the records that got played were the ones that we figured would get Neil Cassidy was living with us. The one whatever we figured would get him most animated.
Sort of like the equivalent of television or something?
Right. So, Miles Davis, he was big on that. We play a little John Coltrane. He could bop to that stuff.
And I assume that that listening, did you then try to, you listened to something during the day and then you had gigs most nights probably, right?
The gigs weren't all that. The gigs were more few and far between than one might think back then. There just weren't that many places to play.
Yeah.
So.
But you had an opportunity to try stuff out. Like you listen to some records, you say, hey, let's see what we can build on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We stole stuff from records. Oh, come on! All art is clever theft.
That's what you do. Yeah.
But where a lot of our tunes came from, the other one, the tune that one of the early tunes that I wrote. For instance, the groove for a lot of the tunes that we first wrote, and it still happens, is that you turn on the radio and it comes on. It's in the middle of the song somewhere, and you don't know where in the bar you are, and there's absolutely no sense to it. And as soon as you decide this little clip here makes sense, you turn it off and go in and grab your instrument, and it comes out absolutely nothing like this. You still have no idea what song you were listening to.
It's like the musical equivalent of M.C. Escher, where you just you don't know where it begins or ends, but you snatch a little piece of it and have an experience. I think that happens with world music sometimes, where a white guy like me is trying to listen to some African music, and I think, oh yeah, I'm grooving, and then I realize, I can't even find the one. I can't even find the downbeat here. This is so more sophisticated. This is some really deep cultural tradition that I'm not hip to. So
right. Well, when we were in Africa, when we went to Egypt, we went up the Nile River, which is south, and we got up into the Nubian desert area, and they'd see a boat coming, one of those, I think they call them fallujahs, or something like that, and I'd see it coming, the people from these little riverside villages, and they'd come down and they'd play and sing and clap by the riverbank, hoping for a little bakshish, and it was really incredibly sophisticated and powerful what those guys could do. Like half a dozen guys standing, or maybe 8 guys standing on the riverbank. One or two of them had the tars. A tar is like a jumbo tambourine without the spangles, and so it's a drum, and they get all kinds of different tones out of it, and the other guys are all clapping and stomping their feet, and it's complex. The patterns go on for a long time before they repeat, and those guys are good at it because they spend a lot of time doing it.
Yeah, sounds like that must have been an amazing trip. That was when you went to play in Egypt at the pyramids, is that right?
Yeah.
I saw a clip of you and Jerry on the David Letterman show talking about that experience, in which Jerry said, oh yeah, that was a great trip, but we sucked.
Yeah, we played horribly. Billy had a broken arm. When your drummer's got a broken arm, and it's the one that he hit his snare drum with.
Oh, God.
So...
You needed to find those guys by the river to help you out, probably.
And Mickey, the other drummer, is not, his whole style isn't all that, all that focused on holding down the backbeat.
Time, yeah.
And so that plus the fact that the electricity in Egypt at that time, it was on again, off again, on again, off again. So, we didn't get much of a chance to sound check because we get there and sound check and we'd get 2 or 3 bars into a tune and everything went dead.
Oh wow!
And
well, the pictures were amazing.
Yeah. Well, there was a moment there that there was a moment there. One of the evening of one of the sound checks while the guys were messing with the stage equipment, I took a little walk around the amphitheater there, and the amphitheater is thousands of years old, and it's been there. It's right at the foot of the Sphinx. The Sphinx is right at the foot of the Great Pyramid, and so I'm wandering around, and I guess I got the geometry right. I got lined up so that the Great Pyramid. I think the head of the Chephren, the middle pyramid, or the point of that was directly in line with right between the ears of the Sphinx, and I had a moment where everything sort of went. I felt a timelessness about it. It was everything sort of reverberated, off to my left, off to my right, but barbershop mirrors forever. Wow. And so the next night, I sort of slapped myself and said, "That's remarkable," and went on about my evening. The next night we go on and it's dusk. And the house lights go down. There were lights out in it's outdoors, but there were lights in the amphitheater, and they go down. We come on stage, the stage lights come up, and we're the warmest, brightest thing for miles. And it's right there by the river, by the Nile, and you don't think about it because it's a desert. You don't think about mosquitoes, but oh boy, they got them.
Wow.
And, I looked at my arm and it was covered with mosquitoes, and I brushed it off. And then the other one, by the time I was done brushing the other one off, the first arm was covered with mosquitoes again. And I'm thinking, okay, welcome to hell.
Yeah.
And then this dark form flew by my head, another one, and another one. And I looked across the stage, and there were these bats about a foot and a half across, right. Big bats, big guys, and lots of them, like maybe thousands of them.
These are the things people don't know when they're just listening to the show and going, God, these guys are having a tough night.
Well, so they're taking out the bats, and I had another moment where it was, "Take me now, Lord, I want to remember it just like this." Because if you think about it. Here's a rock. Back off. I left my body at that point. I'm looking at us from the stage, from about 100 yards or 50 yards off. Here's a rock and roll band at the foot of the Sphinx, at the foot of the Great Pyramid, all lit up really nice and pretty, like a color TV going all haywire, and surrounded by a cloud of bats, and. That would be a good place to just sort of step off.
Yeah, exactly. Hence the title of the documentary, What a Long Strange Trip It's Been. Because there's lots of stories like that.
Yeah.
Like playing at Woodstock and getting shocked every time you hold your guitar.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it was just amazing stuff. I do want to say we've got a lot of music, and we're going to actually have a chance to chat later on in the show. But just talking about the music and talking about your guitar playing, I know Keith Richards has talked about the art of having 2 electric guitars in a rock and roll band.
Right.
And how it's pretty hard.
Yeah,
it's pretty hard to do. And did you naturally fall into the role, you and Jerry, of finding how that worked, or did you have to sort of like try this, work on this?
Well,
just sort of how you heard the pulse of the songs?
A little of both, but we both listened to the same stuff because we were living, in the same house, and so there was one good sound system in there, and so we were listening to the same stuff, and talking about it, and for instance, I'd listened to McCoy Tyner backing up John Coltrane, or supporting John Coltrane, and playing with the tonality, playing with, he was just sort of feeding Coltrane stuff to work off of, and that sounded like exactly. Nobody does that. Why does nobody do that? I got to do that, and because nobody does it on guitar. A lot of people do it on piano. Let's see if I can do it with and make it sound like rock and roll.
Yeah.
That was where I took off.
Yeah, well, it was an amazing combination, and it still is. I mean, I got to see the old version and the new version, and it's a cool role. And as I said at the top, you're sort of underrated as a real force in the pulse of those songs. And I know from spending time with you that you are still a guy who just loves to play music. You just want to play all the time. Yeah.
We just came back from a camp that we attended where we were playing all the time.
Yeah, we played for all day.
I was there for 4 nights, 3 nights, only 3 nights, and I would venture to say that I was playing more than I would have done on tour. More, yeah. I wouldn't venture to say I know I did, like about twice as much.
Yeah. No, it's fun, and that trend is going to continue. We've got more music right now. So thanks for coming. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for being a part of this, especially here at eTown Hall. And let's get back to music. Welcome back, if you would, Bob Weir.
Born up in the mountains, raised up in a desert town, and I never saw the ocean till I was close to your age now. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you. Hey, 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 you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you. Hey, 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 only a river's gonna make things right. Only a river's gonna make things right. Only a river's gonna make things right. I'm going back to San Angelo. Ground is hard and the county's dry. Yeah, I'm gonna get my fill somehow. Rivers of corn and wheat and rye. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you. Shenandoah, I long to see you. Hey, hey, hey. Red River Valley, will she remember all the things we said? What's the chance she'll remember all those nights on the riverbed? Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see it. Hey, hey, you rolling river. Shenandoah, I long to see it. Hey, 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 only a river's gonna make things right. Only a river gonna make things right. Only a river's gonna make things right. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see it. Gonna make things right. Only a river's gonna make things right. Only a river's gonna make things right. River's gonna make things right. Only a river's gonna make things right. Only a river's gonna make things right. Only a river's gonna make things right. My contraband and the vanity, it's still with me. So I'm going on to Gonesville, go gone. To Gonesville, go gone. Gonesville, I'm going. Thunder was like you, I might fly from my cares like the mockingbirds do. I might fly from my troubles if I was a crow. Well, I'm still a man, but I still know where to go. Well, I'm going down. Gonesville, go, go, go. Gonesville, go, go, go. Gonesville, I'm going. Oh, the way, hey, 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 well, I'm going down. Gonesville, go, go, go. Gonesville, go, go, go. Gonesville, I'm going. Oh, the way, hey, 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 just like a Swiss watch. If my words did glow with the gold of sunshine, and my tunes were played on the harp unstrung, would you hear my voice come through the music? Would you hold it near as it were your own? It's a hand-me-down. The thoughts are broken, perhaps they're better left unsung. Well, I don't know, don't really care. Let there be songs to fill the air. Ripple in still water where there is no pebble tossed, no wind to blow. Reach out your hand. If your cup be empty, if your cup is full, may it be again. Let it be known there is a fountain that was not made by the hands of man. There is a road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of night. If you should go, no one may follow. That path is for your steps alone. Ripple in still water where there is no pebble tossed, no wind to blow into a wishes to lead must follow. But if you fall, will you fall alone? If you should stand, then who's to guide you? If I knew the way, I would take you home.
That's Bob Weir, along with Steve Kimmett on the guitar, the eTones, Ron Jolly, Chris Engelman, Christian Teal, Helen Forster singing harmony. These guys will be back to play lots more music in just a little while.
The wide Rio Grande, one more river to cross. Riding wild through the cottonwood stand, one more river to cross. I tried to be good for most of my life, never done wrong when I knew what was right. So when I cross over, my heart will be light. One more river to cross. I was 12 when I first crossed the Cumberland Gap. One more river to cross. And except for in memory, I never look back. One more river to cross. The snake in the sand, the priest, the Pied, the Lolo, the Bravo, the San Bernadette. And I'm tired, but I still got one left in me yet. One more river to cross. Carrying me one more river to cross. And when I cross over, he'll go running free. One more river to cross. where the paint and the pillows run wild, through endless green valleys, till the one day he finds a river, then crossing it back to my side. One more river to cross, a river, then crossing it back to my side. One more river to cross. One more river to cross. One more river to cross. All right, great. I lit out from Reno as 12 by 20 hounds. Didn't get to sleep last night till the morning come around. Sit up, run, but take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight. Ran into the devil, babe. He loaned me 20 bills. Spent the night in Utah, and it gave up in the hills. Sit up, run, but take my time. The friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight. Ran down to the levee, babe. The devil caught me there. Took my $20 bill, it vanished in the air. Sit up, run, let it take my time. The friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Got two reasons why I cry away each lonely night. The first one's named Sweet Anne-Marie, she's my heart's delight. Second one is prison babe, shares on my trail. If he catches up with me, well, I'll spend my life in jail. I got a wife in Chino, babe, one in Cherokee. First one says she got my child, but it don't look like me. Sit up, run, but take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. is why I cry, away each lonely night. First one's named Sweet Amber Free, she's my heart's delight. Second one is Prison Bay, shares on my trail. If he catches up with me, well, I'll spend my life in jail. You can borrow from the devil, babe, you can borrow from her friend. Devil give you $20 bill, your friend he only got 10. Sit down, won't but take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. If I had a gun for every ace I have drawn, I could arm it down the size of Abilene. Don't you push me, baby, 'cause I'm on the low. Well, do you know I'm only in it for the gold? All that I am asking for, 10 gold dollars. I could pay you back with one good hand. You could look around about the wide world over. You won't never find another honest man. Last fair deal in the country. Last fair deal in the town. You gold money where your love is, babe, before you let my deal go down. Go down. Don't you push me, baby, 'cause I'm on a law. No little something you won't ever know. Don't you touch our liquor, just a cup of cold coffee. Gonna get up in the morning and go. Everybody's bragging, drinking their wine. I can tell Queen of Diamonds by the way she shines. Come to Daddy, on the inside straight. Well, I got no chance of losing this time. Well, I got no chance of losing this time. Well, I got no chance of losing this time.
Everybody's bragging, drinking their wine. You can tell the queen of diamonds by the way she shines. Come to daddy, want it inside straight. Well, I got no chance of losing this time. Well, I got no chance of losing this time. Well, I got no chance of losing this time.
feel all over. My life was one special occasion to leaving damp on the situation. Well, I'm standing on shaky ground ever since you put me down. Well, standing on shaky ground ever since you put me down. Harder times I haven't seen in years. Girl, you better throw me a life preserver, 'cause I'm bound to drown in my own tears. Now I'm standing on shaky ground ever since you put me down. Well, standing on shaky ground ever since you put me down. I feel all over. My life was one special occasion to relieving them of the situation. I'm standing on shaky ground ever since you put me down. Well, I'm standing on shaky ground ever since you put me down. Well, standing on shaky ground ever since you put me down. Well, standing on shaky ground ever since you put me down.
Bob Weir, along with Steve Kimmock, here at eTown Hall. Not standing on such shaky ground after all. Along with eTones, Chris Engelman, Christian Teal, Helen Forster, and Ron Jolly doing a great job. The house band has been busy tonight.
I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. No, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. Rain through the morning, I'll head and pray for rain. Got a head full of ideas that are driving me insane. It's a shame the way she makes me scrub the floor. No, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more.
Can I slow that down?
Yeah.
So it's even slower.
I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more.
I'm Nick Forster. Hope you can be with us next week right here in eTown.
Well, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. No, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. Well, I wake up in the morning, put my hands and pray for rain. I got a head full of ideas that are driving me insane. It's a shame the way she makes me scrub the floor. No, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. Well, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's brother no more. Ain't gonna work for Maggie's brother no more. Well, he hands you a nickel, he hands you a dime. He asks you with a grin if you're having a good time, and then he finds you every time you slam the door. No, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's brother no more. Well, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's pa no more. No, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's pa no more. Well, he puts his cigar in your face just for kicks. His bedroom window, it is made out of bricks.
National
The
Guard.
National Guard stands around his door. No, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's pa no more. Maggie's farm no more. No, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. Well, I try my best just to be just like I am, but everybody wants me just to be just like them. They sing slave and I just get bored. No, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more.
I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. Oh, no, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. No, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. No, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more.
John Fullbright, Steve Kimmuck, Bob Weir, all of you guys. We'll see you next time.
See you all in a couple nights.